just have a. You're my first American.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Say that. I'm going to say that line and you say that. So, sorry. Hi, welcome to the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'm your host, Chase Johnson Lynch, and this is a rare occasion for me because, I am joined here by my first American in the studio. What's up, bruv? Nigel Westbrooks.
What up, what up?
What up, what up, what up? You both say that's what she said, but that's all right.
All the way from across the pond.
All the way from across the pond. Look, man, I am not the only one who has traveled here. My man has a great story about what brought him here to Liverpool, obviously because his family's from here. But, there's much more of a story to be heard and stuff. And Nigel, welcome to the studio, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, man, because, I was kind of trolling around that whole Americans in Liverpool kind of scenario.
Yeah.
And I think I saw you on one of those sites. And everything, and
the Americans in Liverpool thing, yeah.
And so that was our engineer Jess, right? But that's okay, that's all good. Yeah, like one of those Americans in Liverpool sites, and then I saw in there that you actually was the owner of a new restaurant that I've only heard about.
Yeah.
And everything, and I was like, oh wow, check this guy out, and you were the owner of Oceanside BBQ. On Harbin Street here in Liverpool.
Yeah. Oceanside Hawaiian BBQ.
Well, I was going to say, but it's Hawaiian, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oceanside BBQ on Instagram.
Yeah, all right.
Follow.
Yeah.
Comment, share.
Yeah, man, holla, baby, holla. But the deal is that Oceanside BBQ. Now, this is amazing because I'm going to ask you all about the kind of food you make there and everything. But you set up in a classic. I wouldn't say a landmark here in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Which
a historical site.
Yeah, which is called Kirklands.
Kirklands.
For those who know, now you know. Kirklands flying the Loaf, and my brother here set up in there with his restaurant and everything, and that's just amazing. So I said I got to talk to him because then I'm trolling you because I troll people from time to time. Okay. Then I saw you had an article in the Echo about your story, which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah.
About what brought you here. So I'm doing all this setup and not letting Nigel talk about himself and everything. So I'm just kind of figuring out, where do we begin, bro? Because obviously you have family already here.
Yeah.
But what it was you were, where did you said you lived in San Francisco?
So I'm from Oceanside, California.
California?
It's North County, San Diego. So
San Diego.
Right? Yeah, it's San Diego area, in between LA. It's a military town.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of Polynesians.
All right,
so we have number 2 Polynesian population in America. So we have a lot. Hawaiian food's really popular. It's everywhere where we live at in Oceanside. Big population too.
What would you quintessentially say is Hawaiian?
The food?
Yeah,
what makes it the food?
Yeah.
So the cuisine. What I love about it, too, is similar to Liverpool, similar to Oceanside, in the fact that they're a melting pot. Their culture is a melting pot of a lot of different cultures. So way back in the day when Hawaii was first inhabited, and then they got the Westerners came with the plantations. They had sugar, they had pineapples, right? Plantations. And they needed workers for the plantation, so they went all around the world to get them from Portugal, from Korea, Japan, China.
Right.
And so all these people came together, and then they shared their lunches. And it came together to create the best cuisine in the world, Hawaiian cuisine. Yeah, so you get sushi rice with
seafood.
Korean-style barbecue, with soy sauce and pineapple juice and sugar.
Wait. Pineapple juice on meat?
In the marinade, yeah. Our main marinade is pineapple juice, soy sauce, sugar, makes Hawaiian barbecue. That's the huli sauce. Our main thing, yeah. So that's what's amazing about their cuisine is that it's so many different cultures, which is what's so beautiful about Liverpool. There's so many different cultures, which is what's so beautiful about Oceanside. Is we have so many different cultures that all come together. Big melting pot. Yeah.
How is it easy for you to find all your materials and ingredients?
Yeah. Yeah. They're Asian. A lot of Asian ingredients. So we get a lot of stuff from the Asian market. We make everything on the menu from scratch. So
Yeah.
we have like 12 sauces and about 4 marinades and
Wow.
everything's from scratch. So nothing's frozen. It's all fresh and done by
Is it-
me. I do everything.
Is it like seafood or like
There's we do
you
shrimp.
got crab?
We have shrimp.
You have crab.
No.
Nah,
It's hard to get it out here.
It's hard to get
Hawaiians
crab out
don't eat
here.
crab anyways. Anyway.
Oh, they don't.
Nah.
Just now you know. So I mean, what actually? I understand that something made you think that, I don't want to be here anymore
In America.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I struggled for a while. My life's been like a crazy roller coaster. I played Division I football at University of Nevada, and I've also been homeless.
All right.
In the latter few years of my life, I struggled financially and mentally, and I just wanted a new environment. And it's like I've been searching for the right environment like my whole life.
Definitely.
I've been to a lot of different cities. So I lived in Oceanside, San Marcos, Vista, Reno, Las Vegas, El Paso. I've lived in all those places. And nothing just felt right. And then my cousin reached out to me and he said I could stay at his house for free.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm on my way. And I decided, I've always wanted to come here because of the culture.
Really? Didn't you say your mother's from here?
Yeah, my mom's from here. And I, like everything, her morals and everything she stands for, I knew that came from here. And so I wanted to come here to find that. And it's exactly what I thought it was in that sense.
You know, like being that we're right now in the middle of Windrush 75, do you think your mom came over on the Windrush?
What's that? Oh, no.
you just say
My family's been here for a long time.
Well, Windrush
we're
has
from-
been since the 1948.
Yeah, before that. The Baptistas have been here for a long time.
Really?
Generations, yeah.
Wow. Now, you
and,
notice how he said the Baptistas. So we want to give a shout out to the Baptistas because my man is from the south side of town, you know, where we got all these big families down there.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to the Baptistas.
And you know, it's funny you mentioned like the history of Kirklands, right? And it was one of those clubs that was a safe space for black people.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the city center didn't really allow black people in the city.
Oh, no.
To go to the clubs and the bars. And my great grandfather or someone, I don't even know who it is in my family, but one of the older generations owned a nightclub on Upper Parliament Street called Dutch Eddie's.
Whoa, Dutch Eddie's. I was going to just say, man, Dutch Eddie's.
That's
I know.
Baptista
You know what?
establishment.
Big shout out to Charlie Bacardi, you know, rest in peace. You know, a good friend of mine and everything like that. And he introduced me to the idea of Dutch 80s and stuff like that, you know. And I think you said you're in Princess Avenue where they had a lot of clubs along Princess Avenue.
That was a safe space for us. They didn't let us in town, so it was always just outside of town.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's crazy because, like I said, we had Dutch Eddie's and the Tudor Club, and then Kirklands was another one of those places.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that I'm in there now, and I didn't know what it was until after the fact that we got in there.
Yeah, no,
So then
definitely.
my mom used to go there. So my mom used to go party at Kirkland's.
Yeah. Well, everybody,
I'm in there every day, so it's actually great.
everybody party, man. You know, because it's like you just said, like the public houses in town wasn't like very friendly. You know, you had the GIs that came over, like on the ships or down from Burtonwood.
That's
you know.
how my mom ended up in America.
Oh, really? Yeah. So she married an American
So
GI.
she was born 1957, and then when she was 22, so 1979.
Yeah.
Not my dad, my sibling's dad.
Yeah.
Was a Marine, and married her here.
Yeah.
On Arundel, at the
Arundel?
church. It's
right.
the name of the
Okay.
street.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Smithtown, Arundel is right there.
Yeah. I know Arundel.
And,
I know what you're talking about.
And then he took her back with him to America. They got
Wow.
married, and then that's how she ended up in Oceanside. It's a Marine base,
Wow.
Camp Pendleton.
Oh, that's cool.
She's been in Oceanside ever since. She's still there now.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I know. I mean, like, because I met my partner. She's from here and everything. I know that's probably what she wanted me to do, take her back there. But, you know, I was like, cost of living.
Yeah. It's so nice.
You know, I think
so
I'd rather.
nice.
I think I'd rather go here. I ended up coming here in the airport with two big garbage bags, a printer under my arm, and a tin cup.
Wow.
People said, "Why'd you take the printer?" I said, "I don't know. It blew up the first night I got here."
That's funny.
What I mean, so you were talking about like like being homeless and you came here. I mean, what did you come with?
I had a checked bag. When I went through what I went through in Vegas, I actually lost everything I owned. So what happened? I was living out of my car, and then my car was stolen and totaled. And
A
then,
man and his luck, bro.
yeah, and then I went to get all my clothes, and then I was walking around Vegas with a bag full of clothes, like a big bag, and I set it down for 1 second, walked away, it was gone.
In Vegas,
I missed the train. I missed the bus. I was supposed to be getting on a bus.
Yeah,
And they wouldn't let me on. My ticket couldn't go through.
because it was in the bag.
I didn't have the money. No, I didn't. I was trying to figure out the money for the ticket. I was supposed to be getting sent the money. It didn't work out. Whatever. Didn't have $35 to get on the train on the bus. And then so I got stuck there with all my stuff. And then I walked away for a second. Then it was all gone. So then I only had a check bag, a carry-on bag, and about $200.
So my man got $200. He got a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
Ended up at the airport.
Yeah.
And everything, and stopped again.
Yeah, right. So I landed at Gatwick.
Oh yeah, Gatwick. Yeah.
And as I get off the plane, remember it's 2021, so it was like COVID.
Oh yeah,
The
COVID
end of it though,
restrictions. Yeah.
the end of it. So there was a lot of construction and stuff in the airport. And so I walked down this like long hallway, and at the end of the hallway there was immigration. And they were just standing there, and I remember looking at them and being like, I wonder which one of you is the coolest one. And
Not that guy.
before I even did, one of them said, "You come here." And then he just started grilling me. He's like, "How long you coming here?
Yeah.
You only got a one-way ticket." So they must have stopped me because they must have seen or something that I was only going for a one-way flight or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man, one-way
But they
tickets are
literally
always
came
bad.
to me and pulled me off to the side. And then they're like, "You only have a one-way ticket. What do you? You only have $200. How are you going to get back? You're not a citizen. You've never been here." I'm like, "I'm a citizen in this country." I didn't want to do that with them though. That's what's crazy. I just
Yeah.
wanted to go in as an American, and then I was going to sort my passport when I got here.
Yeah.
But they didn't let me. They weren't going to let me come in as American, so I had to prove I was British right there.
Yeah.
So basically, they held me up, and immigration held me at the airport 5 hours, like in a jail cell type stuff.
The midnight espresso.
It was
going on.
crazy. And then eventually, they booked me a flight back to Detroit, where I've never been, because it was the last city in America that I flew out of. And I had a layover there, so
Yeah,
literally
gotcha.
I have nobody. I don't know anybody. They were gonna send me
Yeah.
to Detroit. I would have been in Detroit with $200 and all my stuff. So yeah, they got ready to send me back, and then they had me sign the paperwork saying that I was gonna get back on get on the plane and go back, sign the document, and then I asked them like, "Can I at least show you what gave me the impression that I'm a British citizen?" And
Yeah.
I showed it to him, and then he was like, "Oh my God!" And then they looked up my mom's name,
Yeah.
and they were like, "All right, go ahead." And that was it.
No apologies.
Ridiculous. No,
No apologies.
no.
And it's worse than the TV show.
I'd like to run into. It'd be nice to run into that guy again though
I don't think so.
at the airport.
What would you say?
I'd say, "Look at me now."
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
Told
it
you.
is true.
I'd say told
I mean,
you.
you are a man of pure, you're a man of pure determination because so you end up here, you staying with family and stuff like that, and but you always had a dream, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what was that dream?
I've always wanted to own restaurants, and lots of them.
And lots of them.
Yeah. So hopefully it's just,
It begins with one.
This is just the beginning. So
Yes, yeah,
I want
yeah.
to do this, and then do Mexican food, and do American style barbecue, and just basically all the food that I eat at home. I want to bring it here. Oceanside's food.
Do you think that like you probably said to yourself, I'm here for a bit, and then, I mean, how do I create a unique selling point for my restaurant?
Well,
And
yeah,
that's why you
that's what I know.
decided
That's
for-
what I found. I want to share my culture. That's it. And so that's our mission. We want to spread aloha the Oside way. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
That's our mission, because we're not Hawaiian. We don't claim to be Hawaiian. We're from Oceanside,
Yeah.
and but we eat Hawaiian food and we make Hawaiian food.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you'll-
yeah.
And you'll see as we build more businesses that we do other things too. Like Oceanside's a big melting pot, and I'm going to share that with everybody. That's excited about.
So, I mean, like I said, Kirklands Flying a Loaf, legendary place, been here a long time. So tell us that story about when you went in, because you were looking for places like a place to rent or space, and that came available.
Yeah, so basically, I moved here, what, 2000 and, if it's 2021, June. I've been here 2 years. And when I moved here, I didn't have my passport yet, so I couldn't work a real job. So I had to do cash in hand jobs. So I just would go around looking for cash in hand jobs. And I was really looking to do some cooking work. I got hired as by a family friend at a place called Go Taco, and I helped them open their business from day one. And it was
Right.
really cool to be able to see him open his business, put it together, start selling.
Where was that at?
On Lodge Lane.
Oh, right, Logi.
Yeah, so I used to go to Lodge Lane and make tacos, which are from Oceanside. And it was really crazy. And so I was making the food, and then before I knew it, I was like, wait, I just made this guacamole, my recipe, my hands. I did it. I served it. Someone paid for it. I was like, I can do this. And so from then, I just went around and started looking at buildings, looking at how much the rent costs and starting probing in. And I didn't have any money, but I was just like, once it got to that point, I knew I'd figured it out.
Yeah, but compared to coming
so I had
from
to come
America, yeah, you're looking at probably buildings and the prices. You say,
Yeah, they're crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cheap. I'll figure it
Yeah.
out. I was like, once they let me in, I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Like, if you get me to the point where all I have to do is get 2,000 pounds or whatever to move into a freaking business, that's crazy. It would cost 50 in America. Like,
yeah, exactly.
to even scratch the surface, like way more money. So I would go around asking and just pretty much carrying myself like I'm an owner and this is what I do.
Confidence.
Yeah, and first I was in Germany. So we were in Germany playing football. I played for the Berlin Rebels last season, and that's when my girlfriend, she's downstairs, and the mother of my child, we found out she was pregnant. And then
And she's also daughter of Nikki Blaze.
that's right.
Oh, yo, bro, I'm
We're-
just trying
we're
to say,
out here.
it all matches. It all
Yes,
comes together.
We're out here in Liverpool.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we found out she was pregnant, we were in Germany and we were playing football. I was making 700 euros a month, so not like some crazy paycheck.
So it's not like that what we see where footballers get all this big money all the
No,
time.
it's pure passion play.
I mean, it must be
For
one
the
of those
love the game.
lower divisions or something.
Yeah, it was for the love of the game. They paid for our apartment. That's it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so while we were there, I tore my ACL. One of the last, like the second to last game. Tore my ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus, blew out my whole knee. So
tore the
reconstructive
alphabet.
surgery, right? I'm stuck there for another month. I can't get on a plane because I can't move my leg. Can't stand. I have to stay in the bed for like 8 weeks, 12 weeks. I forget. It's a long time in the bed. But she's pregnant. We have no money now again. And then we moved back. Finally, I moved back to Liverpool in September or October. Mm-hmm. And before I was prepared I should have been walking. I shouldn't have been walking, but I was already working. So I went to Spit Roast, started working to make some money.
Oh, I know Spit Roast down there by Penny Lane.
Yeah. So
Allerton or whatever.
yeah, I came to the chef and I said, listen, I want to learn from you. Take me under your wing, Chef Brian Eccles at Spit Roast. And so he just taught
Shout
me.
out.
Told him I want to open a restaurant, so he just put me through the crash course. He's a shouting maniac. He
You think you Gordon Ramsay?
yeah, and he made me better, and I needed it, and I asked for it. So it was really good experience, and pretty much the only real experience I've had in a kitchen.
Wow.
So I've just been at home chef the whole time, learning on my own. And I took
Yeah.
a culinary arts class in college, but
Yeah.
pretty much all on my own and on YouTube. And so yeah, we got here, and I worked at Spit Roast, limping around, real bad. It was real bad, and came back early, and then funny as it said, Nikki Blaze actually set us up with an opportunity to do a pop up, and so
Oh, like a
throughout-
pop-up shelter kind of thing, like
yeah,
at a
she
market.
had a show, and they had a kitchen in there, and so we were able to do a pop up menu and sell our food for the first time,
Oh, wow.
and we did really good, and people loved our food, and it was me and her. It was funny because I'm wobbling around on one leg, and she's pregnant.
Yeah.
6-7 months pregnant, big belly, and that was our first opportunity, and we did really good.
Oh, what's good about that is, I mean, I know a lot of brothers who are like chefs are making their own thing and they're doing those pop-ups, and it's a good opportunity, like a Yam Tree or a DLO
Yeah,
Foods.
Yam Tree was actually there with us.
Yeah, well, see, there you go, man. Small world
Yeah.
and stuff like that, But then it's about what you do with that.
Yeah.
So now, so you're at Flying a Loaf, and you're convincing the guy. I think you want to take the kitchen, but you still need money.
Yeah. So during that process, right? All of that process, I was going through a course called Exploring Enterprise with Prince's Trust.
Right.
And at the end of it, they help you apply for funding. They help you apply for a loan. But what I told them, and which was true, I couldn't qualify for a loan because I've only been in this country for a year.
Yeah.
So they actually ended up, I was applying for a grant through them the whole time. So we went into, basically, Flying the Loaf posted on their Facebook that they were renting their kitchen for a really good price too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Can imagine.
All the bills included. Really nice.
Utilities.
Really good for us for starting up.
Yeah.
And so since they had such a low price, everybody was emailing them. There was a lot of restaurants trying to get into the kitchen. And so I just went in person and then acted like I knew what I was doing, and that, we have this exciting new idea and it's the first of its kind. And I just sold our brand and myself, and I probably came like 3 more times after that with food, convincing different managers to vote for us, I guess, out of all the
taste this, try that. Yeah.
And then they finally they said, yeah, they want to meet with you, bring some food. We brought the food, about 10 dishes, fed them, and then they were like, dope, let's do this. And so at that time, when they did that, I had no money. I did not have $1. And and we were still going through the process with the Prince's Trust, and I think we ended up getting the actual funding, the £5,000, about 3 days before our deposit was due. So it was really clutch. And we've been open for 6 months since, and we're doing good.
I find your story inspiring and fascinating at the same time. Because any one of those hills that you had to climb could have just knocked you down. Do you know what I mean? And what I like is that a person who, believes in themselves enough to just keep climbing. It's like, what's his name? Lysis, who had to keep pushing the rock up the hill.
Yeah.
And everything, and probably not, but the guy. and it's just amazing. Every knockback, you just didn't accept. And you just kept forging ahead and stuff. So now that you got your own restaurant, you got your partner, you got your baby, you know what I mean, and stuff, and you got new menus, coming out as well. Tell me, man, it's just like you said you wanted to do other like a chain, or
Yeah.
I think you had other. When do you think you're ready to expand?
Well, we're getting there now. So the whole time, starting with not a lot of money, I couldn't really afford staff. So I've literally, for 6 months, done everything.
By yourself?
Getting the shopping in the morning to all the prep. Remember, everything we make from scratch. So I prep the entire menu every day. I get all the shopping every day. And I cook all the food every day. And I clean everything every day. So we've just now brought on staff. So we're just finally starting to afford to bring staff on. And
Nice.
we've actually, we're working with Curb right now. Is a really big street food brand, and they're looking at getting us some stalls and helping us expand. They want to partner with us, and so we're working with them right now.
So you do street food? Do you go to like local events like
Yeah,
Central
yeah.
Park?
So that'll
or you
be-
Africa or yeah over the weekend?
We weren't ready for it this year, but we'll be there next year. And that's part of what Curb is going to help us do, is expand into the street food market, getting into these big stalls and doing like more pop-up short menus with just a few items, but it's a lot of volume in those places.
Yeah.
And they're in the perfect locations for us because people go to those markets to try new food, and our type of cuisine is that new food. It's like, oh, Hawaiian, what's that? Let's try it.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect spot for us, especially being a new brand and being able to get out there and get that exposure. So
See, that's what I'm just trying to understand there, Nigel. Is like, when I hear the word Hawaiian, Trying to think, man. I mean, the only thing you said to me was pineapple. I'm thinking like, I know you said you got no crabs, but I think you said you had shrimps or.
So traditional Hawaiian plate lunch is what we serve. It's
Okay, what's
fast.
that?
It's gourmet, fast casual food.
Okay.
So you're talking about coming in, ordering some food, waiting 10, 15 minutes, and getting some high quality food in a to-go box.
Okay.
You can sit down and eat it.
Yeah.
There's no waiters and waitresses. It's a very cool, calm vibe. We play music. But the food, it's rice, macaroni salad, and then whatever the protein is. So there'll be
Macaroni
chicken,
salad. Are we
steak.
talking about mac and cheese or just macaroni
No,
salad?
macaroni salad. So it's macaroni, potatoes. It's like a potato salad.
Yeah,
It's
I know. But I've been
barbecue.
looking for some mac and cheese, bro.
Barbecue. That'll be in one of our other locations.
Okay.
Our next brands.
All right.
When we do American barbecue.
Call it Chase.
They don't do mac and cheese Hawaiian food.
No, they don't. Oh, sorry.
But we have lumpia, which are Filipino pork spring rolls. Lumpia translates to spring roll in Filipino.
All right.
It's another one of the cultures you see a lot of in Hawaiian cuisine is
Yeah.
Filipino. So they're lovely. Spam musubi, which is like a sushi wrapped spam snack. Oh,
Ooh.
lovely. Our loaded
I'm
fries.
wondering what kind of gifts Chase gets. So
Now
that
if you like mac and cheese, you'll love our loaded fries because they have a cheese sauce that will remind you of mac and cheese.
Oh, what
on
has it
them.
got? 7 layers, bro? Got
It's
some
got-
Velveeta? Because you're an American, man.
Well, we have
Let me
7
tell you about
layers
Thanksgiving.
of deliciousness. So you have
Yeah?
crunchy French fries with a soft and warm cheese sauce, and then you have a Korean sauce, which is
Yeah.
like sweet and tangy and sour and a little spicy. And then you have fried chicken, which is crunchy and has a lot of flavor in it, seasoning and stuff like that. And then on top of it, you get gochujang mayo, which we call Goku sauce, and then furikake and togarashi seeds and gochugaru. I mean, it's just colorful. It's like every note on the palate. And it's one of our best sellers. And then the other one is
if
the
anybody
steak.
just
We make
lip
steak,
smacking
flat
at me.
irons, medium rare, with
Flat
pineapple
irons.
teriyaki sauce, you can call it. We call it huli sauce, but that might be foreign to some people.
Yeah, of course.
So pineapple teriyaki sauce.
Okay.
Oh, it's delightful.
Let me ask you this, Nigel, because we're coming down to the end and stuff like that. But as an American, right, you've been here like a couple years, like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Because they don't celebrate it
they
here.
don't. But you know what they do? They do roast dinners. They love roast dinners.
I don't know what they do. I want to know
Roast
what you
dinners
do.
are very similar to like Thanksgiving style. And so we're actually thinking about introducing some type of a roast dinner type of situation on Sundays, but maybe in the future. You guys just stay tuned and follow us on Instagram. But to answer your Thanksgiving question,
Yeah.
Hawaiians aren't the real big Thanksgiving people anyways. When we do our American barbecue,
You doing American barbecue?
we're going to do an American barbecue down the road, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These things cost more money. So we did
Obviously.
Hawaiian barbecue first because it's the most affordable thing to open first.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do tacos, 760 tacos and tequila next, which costs a little
Tacos
bit
and
more
tequila,
money.
yeah.
And then after that, we'll do Uncle Niles California barbecue, which that'll have your mac
That
and
gonna
cheese.
have your pork ribs?
That'll have your ribs, your everything. You know what I mean?
Uncle, what?
And that-
say,
and
it,
what-
say it again. Uncle,
Uncle
what?
Niles California barbecue.
What, do I have to wait for a new restaurant for that?
You do, yeah.
My man.
So come on down to Oceanside, support the business, and as we grow, we're gonna bring more and more food.
Yeah,
Share
well,
more and more of our culture with you.
yeah, well, he said it better than I could, but all I can say is that macaroni and cheese 7 layers, bro. Listen, Nigel, man, it's been great talking to you, man. It's been great talking to another American. We both understand the language and
Yes.
stuff like that,
Refreshing.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro. And listen, if you don't know now, Oceanside BBQ is on Harmon Street. It used to be the Flying Loaf, Kirklands, and everything. And what do you open every day, or?
We are open 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday, 12 to 10 p.m., and we close at 8 on Sundays. We are available on Uber Eats, Deliveroo. You can order downstairs at Fly in the Loaf, or you can come upstairs and dine in and enjoy the vibes.
How do you deal? How do you deal
Taste
with the
aloha the Oceanside way.
How do you deal with the party crowd in town?
The party is, we are the party crowd.
Oh,
We are the party crowd. So if you want to party, pull up. It's lit. We
All right, Barbie.
I think our place is perfect for pregame. You come in, you eat, make sure you got all that good substance in your stomach, and then step out and then end up drinking, and then you'll be able to hold your liquor because you got all that
Pregame.
goodness inside of you.
and that was good. That was good, bro. Pre-game.
Pregame.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we close at 10 o'clock. You know, it's perfect.
No.
And we're inside of a pub.
Inside
There's
of
alcohol.
Well, hey, there you go. You said it better than me. Nigel Westbrooks, man, Oceanside BBQ and everything. Thank you for joining me here in the Liverpool Community Podcast and everything. I'm hungry now, but a good thing I'm going to go eat. So all I got to say to you, thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Chase Johnson Lynch. Now, we out of here.